Think of money like water in a river. When water flows freely, it stays fresh, clean, and life-giving. But when water gets dammed up or stagnant, what happens? It becomes murky, lifeless, and eventually toxic. Your money works exactly the same way. The more you keep it moving with joy, gratitude, and purpose, the more it multiplies and returns to you in wonderful, unexpected ways. But here's where most people get tripped up, and I'm probably going to step on some toes here, but somebody needs to say it. We've been programmed to hoard money like squirrels preparing for the longest winter in history. We clutch our dollars so tightly we practically leave fingerprints on them. We spend money with fear, save money with anxiety, and wonder why our financial life feels like we're constantly swimming upstream in molasses. The secret that will change everything is this: money is not something you chase, grab, or hoard. Money is something you command. Yes, you heard that right. You don't beg money to come to you like a lost puppy. You don't cross your fingers and hope it decides to visit. You speak to money with the authority of someone who understands their divine right to prosperity, and you give it clear, joyful instructions about what you want it to do. So let's get practical, because inspiration without action is just expensive daydreaming. Here's your first command, and I want you to try this today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you brush your teeth, before you do anything else, you're going to have a little conversation with money. I know this sounds absolutely ridiculous, and your logical mind is probably having a small panic attack right now, but stick with me. You're going to say something like this, and say it like you mean it. Money, you wonderful energy of exchange, I command you to multiply in my life today. Flow to me easily, joyfully, and in perfect ways. I give you permission to surprise me with opportunities, ideas, and abundance that serve my highest good and the good of all. Now, here's the key part that most people miss. After you give money this beautiful command, you say thank you like it's already happened, because in the realm of spiritual law, it already has. Your second strategy is what I call the gratitude multiplication method, and this one is so powerful, it should probably come with a warning label. Every single day, you're going to find 3 things to be genuinely grateful for regarding money. Not fake gratitude, not forced gratitude, but real, heartfelt appreciation. Maybe you're grateful for the dollar you found in your jacket pocket. Maybe you're grateful for the free coffee your coworker brought you. Maybe you're grateful that you have enough money to buy groceries without counting every penny. The size doesn't matter, darling. Gratitude is like a magnet for more abundance, and the universe absolutely loves a grateful heart. Here's your third practical step, and this one might challenge everything you've been taught about money. Start giving money away with joy. I can practically hear the collective gasp through the screen, but hear me out. I'm not talking about giving away your rent money or your grocery budget. I'm talking about consciously circulating money with the understanding that what you send out comes back to you multiplied. Give a bigger tip than usual, and feel the joy of blessing someone's day. Send a small donation to a cause you believe in and feel the satisfaction of making a difference. Buy a coffee for the person behind you in line and watch how that simple act of generosity shifts your entire energy around money. The fourth strategy is something I call money conversations, and this is where the magic really starts to happen. Most people only think about money when they're worried about it, which is like only calling your friends when you need to complain. Instead, you're going to start having regular, pleasant conversations with money throughout your day. When you pay for something, instead of wincing or feeling stressed, you're going to say something like, "Thank you, money, for allowing me to have this experience. Come back to me multiplied and bring your friends." When you receive money, even if it's just change from a purchase, you're going to acknowledge it with appreciation. Now, let's talk about something that might sound completely bonkers, but works like absolute magic. You're going to start treating every penny, every dollar, every amount of money that comes into your hands like it's a seed that's destined to grow into a money tree. When you receive your paycheck, hold it or look at the deposit notification and say, "You are seed money for greater abundance. Multiply and return to me in wonderful ways." When you find coins on the street, pick them up with gratitude and declare them to be symbols of the prosperity that's always finding its way to you. Your fifth and final daily practice is what I call the prosperity visualization. But we're going to do this differently than those complicated meditation techniques that require you to sit in lotus position while chanting in languages you can't pronounce. Every night before you go to sleep, you're going to spend just 2 minutes imagining money flowing to you like a gentle river. See it coming from multiple sources, expected and unexpected. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement of having more than enough for everything you need and want. And most importantly, see yourself using this money to create beauty, joy, and service in your life and the lives of others. But here's what I really want you to understand, and this is the part that's going to stick with you long after this video ends. Commanding your money to multiply isn't about becoming greedy or materialistic. It's about stepping into your divine right to live abundantly, to have the resources to express your gifts, to serve others from a place of overflow rather than lack, and to prove to yourself and the world that prosperity is your natural state. The reason most people struggle with money isn't because they're not smart enough or don't work hard enough. It's because they've accepted the lie that money is scarce, that there's not enough to go around, that they have to fight and struggle and sacrifice to have financial security. But abundance is the natural order of the universe. Look around you. Nature doesn't hold back. Trees don't produce just enough oxygen, flowers don't bloom with moderation, and rivers don't flow with caution. Everything in nature gives freely and abundantly, and you, beautiful soul, are part of nature. So here's your challenge, your call to action, your opportunity to prove to yourself that these aren't just pretty words, but actual spiritual laws that work when you work them. For the next 7 days, I want you to implement just one of these strategies. Pick the one that excites you most or the one that scares you most, because sometimes they're the same thing. Try the morning money command, or the gratitude multiplication method, or start giving money away with joy. Choose one and commit to it for 1 week. And here's what I absolutely know will happen. Within those 7 days, you're going to start noticing changes. Maybe it's small at first. Maybe you'll find money you forgot you had, or receive an unexpected refund, or get offered an opportunity that brings in extra income. Maybe someone will pay you back money you'd written off, or you'll discover a way to save money that you hadn't thought of before. These aren't coincidences, darling. This is the law of circulation, responding to your new relationship with money. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself, and then come back and tell me what happened. Leave a comment sharing your results, your surprises, your questions, or even your skepticism. I read every single comment because your stories inspire me and remind me why this work is so important. And if this message resonated with you, if something inside you lit up and said, yes, this is what I need to hear, then subscribe to this channel, because we're just getting started on this journey to financial freedom and spiritual abundance. Remember, sweet soul, you are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of economic conditions or other people's decisions about your worth. You are a powerful, creative, divine being with the ability to command your money, to multiply, to attract abundance, and to live the prosperous, joyful life you came here to experience. Your bank account is about to become a lot more interesting. Your relationship with money is about to become a lot more fun. And your life is about to become a beautiful demonstration of what happens when someone finally understands that prosperity is not just possible. It's inevitable when you align with the spiritual laws that govern abundance. Now go forth and multiply, in every sense of the word. It's running on old programming, outdated beliefs, and it's working perfectly, just not in your favor. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every feeling you feel is literally programming this magnificent machine. The trouble is, most of us are accidentally programming it for limitation instead of abundance. Think about it this way. If I told you that every hour, on the hour, you had to take a pill that would either make you healthier and wealthier or keep you exactly where you are, which would you choose? Well, darling, your thoughts are those pills, and you're taking them every single hour, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you taking the medicine or the poison? Here's what we're going to do, and I promise you, this is so simple you're going to wonder why nobody told you this before. We're going to hijack your hourly schedule and turn every single hour into a power hour for your wealth and health. Not with complicated rituals or expensive programs, but with strategic, intentional thoughts that reprogram that beautiful computer of yours. Every hour, on the hour, you're going to speak 3 specific statements. Not mumble them while you're checking your phone, not think them while you're doing 17 other things, but actually speak them with intention. First, you're going to say, "My body is a magnet for perfect health and vitality." Second, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly from expected and unexpected sources." Third, "I am worthy of all the good that comes to me." Now, I can practically hear you saying, "But what if I don't believe it?" Darling, that's exactly the point. Your belief isn't required for this to work, just your consistency. You didn't believe you could walk when you were a baby, but you kept trying until your muscles and brain figured it out. This is the same principle. You're training your subconscious mind like you'd train a muscle, through repetition, not through feeling. But here's where it gets interesting. After you say these 3 statements, you're going to do one tiny physical action that supports what you just declared. Drink a glass of water for your health. Put $1 in a jar for your wealth. Take 3 deep breaths. Do a wall push-up, something small but concrete that says to your subconscious, "See, we're serious about this." The magic isn't just in the words, precious soul, it's in the consistency. Most people try affirmations for 3 days, don't see immediate results, and quit faster than they quit a New Year's gym membership. But what if I told you that every single thought you've ever had has contributed to your current reality? The worried thoughts, the limiting thoughts, the "I can't afford this" thoughts, they've all been hourly affirmations too, just in the wrong direction. I want you to set a reminder on your phone right now. Not later, not when you finish this video, right now. Set it to go off every hour from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep. When it goes off, stop whatever you're doing for exactly 90 seconds. Say your 3 statements out loud, do your one small action, and then continue with your day. You're probably thinking, every hour? That seems excessive. Darling, you check your phone approximately every 12 minutes according to the latest research. You're already interrupting yourself constantly, but usually for things that drain your energy rather than charge it. We're simply redirecting that habit towards something that serves your highest good. Here's what's going to happen, and I want you to pay attention, because this is where it gets really good. Within the first week, you're going to notice that your relationship with money and health starts shifting in small ways. Maybe you'll choose water over soda without thinking about it. Maybe you'll find a $20 bill in an old jacket. These aren't coincidences, sweetheart. They're your subconscious mind starting to align with your new programming. By the second week, you'll start catching yourself having thoughts that support wealth and health automatically. Your mind will begin looking for opportunities instead of obstacles. By the third week, other people will start commenting on your energy, your glow, something different about you. By the fourth week, you'll be a believer, not because someone told you to be, but because you'll have evidence. But let me warn you about something, because I care about your success. There will be a day, probably around day 5 or 6, when you'll want to quit. You'll think this is silly, that it's not working fast enough, that you feel foolish talking to yourself every hour. This is your old programming having a tantrum because it's being replaced. Push through this resistance like you're walking through a spider web. It's uncomfortable, but it won't hurt you. And on the other side is freedom. Now, here's an advanced technique for those of you who want to accelerate this process. When you do your hourly practice, imagine you're speaking these words not just for yourself, but for the person you're becoming. Speak with the authority of someone who already has perfect health and abundant wealth. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, so give it the most delicious reality to work with. Also, and this is crucial, pay attention to what happens in the hour after you do your practice. Your subconscious mind loves immediate feedback. If you declare that money flows to you easily, then spend the next hour complaining about bills, you're giving mixed messages. Instead, spend that hour looking for evidence of abundance, even if it's just noticing that you have running water, electricity, and a device to watch this video on. For your health affirmations, notice how your body feels, how your energy shifts, how your posture changes when you speak with authority about your vitality. Your body is always listening to what you're saying about it, so make sure you're saying things you'd want it to believe. Some of you are going to want to add more affirmations, create longer practices, make this more complicated. Resist that urge. The power is in the simplicity and consistency, not in the complexity. 3 statements, 1 action, every hour, every day. That's it. Don't fix what isn't broken before you've even tried it. I also want to address something that might come up. People around you might think you've lost your mind, talking about wealth and health every hour. Let them think what they want. You're not doing this for their approval, you're doing this for your transformation. Some people will be threatened by your commitment to change because it highlights their own lack of commitment. That's their issue, not yours. Here's something beautiful that's going to happen. As you become consistent with this practice, you'll start attracting other people who are also committed to their growth. Your energy will shift in such a way that opportunities, ideas, and resources will start showing up in your life. Not because you're lucky, but because you've literally reprogrammed your internal GPS to notice and move toward wealth and health instead of away from it. Remember, darling, your current financial situation and health status are simply the result of your past thinking patterns. They're not permanent, they're not your identity, and they're certainly not your destiny. Every hour you practice these affirmations, you're making a deposit in the bank of your future self. And compound interest works just as powerfully with thoughts as it does with money. The universe is incredibly abundant. There's more than enough health, wealth, joy, and success for everyone, including you. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the consistency of your thoughts and actions. This hourly practice is your pathway to alignment, your bridge from where you are to where you want to be. So here's what I want you to do right now, this very moment. Before you click away, before you get distracted by the next shiny thing, set that hourly reminder on your phone. Make a commitment to yourself for the next 30 days. Not a year, not a lifetime, just 30 days. That's manageable, isn't it? Anyone can do anything for 30 days. Then, I want you to come back and tell me what happened. Leave a comment below sharing your experience, your breakthroughs, your challenges, your victories. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start their own transformation journey. We're all in this together, supporting each other's success. If this resonates with you, if you can feel the truth in what I'm sharing, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Not because I need the numbers, but because I have more wisdom to share with you, more tools to give you, more ways to support your journey to the abundant, healthy, joyful life you deserve. Remember, precious soul, you are worthy of everything good. Your wealth and health journey starts with this next hour, with this next choice, with this next thought. The person you're becoming is already proud of you for taking this first step. Now go set that reminder, speak those words with authority, and watch your life transform 1 hour at a time. The universe is waiting to match your new energy, and darling, you're about to be amazed at what shows up. Imagine you're standing in the middle of chaos, bills piling up, relationships breaking, health declining, your mind running wild. Every instinct in you wants to panic, cry, or overthink. But in that exact moment, you do something completely different. You stand still, you take a breath, and with unwavering conviction, you say one thing: peace, be still. 3 words, 7 seconds, infinite power. When Jesus stood in the middle of a raging storm, the disciples panicked. The wind howled, the waves rose high, their boat almost capsized. But Jesus didn't shout at the storm. He didn't explain to the sea why it should calm down. He simply said, "Peace, be still." And the storm obeyed. Why? Because the universe recognizes authority spoken from alignment. He didn't speak to the storm, he spoke from divine authority through the storm. That's what Florence meant when she said, never try to force a situation. Speak the word, and then do not resist. So when your finances, health, or emotions start spinning out of control, don't speak from panic. Don't say, "I'm broke," or "it's too hard," or "I don't know what to do." Pause and command from alignment. Say, "Peace, be still." Say, "Divine order is now established." Say, "Every force is working in my favor now." Each of those statements carries a vibration, a signature that tells creation to reorganize itself. The universe doesn't hear words. it hears frequency. And when your frequency carries certainty, even chaos must bow. That's the secret behind the 7-second command. Now, don't mistake simplicity for weakness. People often think, how can something so short have so much power? But look at how reality was created. Let there be light. 4 words. Yet those words ignited galaxies. That's the law of divine brevity. Power doesn't need length, it needs certainty. When Florence said, "I do not limit God by seeing limitation in myself," she was teaching us how to remove resistance, because resistance delays command. Doubt interrupts divine flow. If you speak from fear, the energy divides. If you speak from faith, the energy unites. And when energy unites, miracles accelerate. Now here's something people miss. When you give a command, you must release it like an arrow and not chase it. You don't give a command and then check your phone every 5 minutes to see if it worked. You don't command healing and then start researching symptoms again. You don't command wealth and then scroll through worry. You speak it. You let it go. You rest. That's how spiritual power works. Because in divine law, certainty is evidence. When you truly believe, you stop begging. You stop analyzing. You start knowing. So, when you say, "Peace, be still," say it once but mean it fully. Feel your spirit align. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your breathing slow down. That's when your words begin to vibrate at creation's frequency. And that's when you'll notice the shift. Someone calls with unexpected good news. Money appears where you least expect it. The heaviness in your chest lifts. The atmosphere literally rearranges. Not because you forced it, but because you commanded it. That's the unseen intelligence Florence talked about, the divine design. It always exists, but it responds only to clarity. The 7-second command isn't about saying magic words. It's about tuning your inner vibration so your words carry the weight of truth. And truth, once spoken, cannot return void. So the next time you face something that feels irreversible, don't panic. Don't over-explain. Don't argue with life. Just center yourself, inhale deeply, and speak. Peace. Be still. Let those words echo. Let silence follow. Because silence is the soil in which miracles grow. Florence would say, when you speak the word, it sets spiritual law into motion. You may not see results immediately, but the law never fails. And that's exactly what's happening. When you use the 7-second command, you're setting spiritual law in motion. Even when nothing looks different, something is already rearranging itself. Invisible gears are turning, doors are aligning, delays are dissolving, and soon reality catches up. You'll stand in awe and realize it wasn't luck, it wasn't chance, it wasn't coincidence. It was your command. The same command that shifted seas, healed bodies, and multiplied bread is still active, waiting for you to use it. Because divine power never expired. It only waited for your voice. So you've spoken the command, "Peace, be still." You've released it into the atmosphere. And now you wait. But not the kind of waiting that comes from anxiety. This kind of waiting is a posture of trust. You see, real faith doesn't chase evidence. Real faith creates it. When you command peace, your job isn't to check the waves, it's to stay centered while the waves calm themselves. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "When you speak the word, and then give thanks that it is done, you have created the invisible first, and soon it will manifest in the visible." That's how the law works. You speak, you thank, and then you rest. Because gratitude is the spiritual seal. It's your signature at the end of a divine command. It says, "I have spoken, it is done." When you live this way, everything about you begins to shift. Your tone changes, your walk changes. You stop reacting to life and start directing it. You become what Florence called a divine commander. Someone who no longer lives at the mercy of conditions, but commands conditions to obey divine order. Now let's talk about how to use this daily. Because power unused is power wasted. Every day, life presents small storms. A negative thought, a delay, a bill, a word from someone that stirs worry. Those are opportunities to practice command. When anxiety whispers, "What if this doesn't work?" Don't negotiate with it. Say calmly, "Peace, be still." When your mind begins to race, say, "Divine order governs my mind now." When a situation looks uncertain, say, "Nothing can stop what God has already aligned for me." These are not affirmations. These are commands. And the difference between the two is energy. An affirmation tries to convince. A command declares what already is. That's why Florence's words still echo a century later. She didn't teach people to beg life for mercy. She taught them to speak life into obedience. Think about it. Every time Jesus performed a miracle, he didn't ask if it would work. He commanded, "Rise, take up your bed, and walk. Lazarus, come forth. Peace, be still." All those commands took less than 7 seconds, but shifted entire realities, because he knew the secret. Authority doesn't shout, it speaks calmly. And that's something most people miss. They think power is loud. It's not. Power is quiet certainty. When you're truly in tune with divine law, you don't have to scream your command, you just align with it, and the whole universe rearranges itself to fulfill it. Florence said, "By your words, your world is built or destroyed." So every word you speak is a construction site. Your sentences are scaffolds. Your tone is the architect. That's why when you wake up each morning, before checking your phone, before remembering yesterday's stress, take 7 seconds and command your day. Say, "Today unfolds in divine perfection. Every step I take is guided and blessed. My supply flows freely and endlessly." You're not just talking, you're setting vibration. You're instructing the unseen. Do this consistently, and your life becomes a magnet for alignment. The wrong people leave peacefully. The right doors open effortlessly. You start meeting the right opportunities at divine timing, because now you're not reacting, you're directing. Florence once said, "The game of life is a game of boomerangs." Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astonishing accuracy. That's why your 7-second command must come from love, never fear. If you command from anger, the universe mirrors resistance. If you command from faith, the universe mirrors order. When you speak your command, feel love behind it. Feel calm behind it. That's what gives it power. Here's a practice to master it. At night, before bed, sit quietly. Breathe slowly. Then recall one situation that feels heavy, something you've been worried about. Instead of analyzing it, just visualize it floating in front of you, and softly say, "Peace, be still," then smile, because you know it's already done. Go to sleep with that peace, and watch what happens within 48 hours. You'll begin to notice subtle shifts, phone calls, breakthroughs, sudden clarity, not because you forced the outcome, but because you commanded peace into it. Peace is the most powerful creative frequency in existence. When peace enters a situation, confusion loses its grip. When peace fills your mind, ideas begin to flow. When peace governs your finances, provision begins to multiply. That's why Florence said, "The invisible forces are ever working for the man who is at peace with himself." Now here's the part most people forget. Peace is not the absence of storms. It's the presence of divine order within them. Anyone can speak peace when things are calm, but power belongs to the one who speaks peace in the storm. Because the universe tests authority through contrast. It asks, do you still command when the world shakes? And if your answer is yes, the world must still itself around you. That's divine law. So whenever life tests you, pause, smile, and remember, this is just an opportunity to demonstrate mastery. Don't get angry, don't argue, don't react. Just speak your 7-second command. And then, rest. That's your ultimate spiritual technology. And once you master this, once you learn to speak only what you want and never what you fear, your life becomes almost effortless. Because the energy of struggle fades. You no longer swim against current, the current carries you. People will look at you and wonder how you stay calm through chaos. They'll ask, what's your secret? and you'll simply smile. Because your secret isn't outside you, it's in your words. The same words you once used casually, you now use consciously. Every sentence you speak builds your destiny. Every phrase carries your future. So guard them, shape them, speak like the divine creator you are. Florence said, "I have a wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay." Simple, confident, certain. That's how you should speak about your life. Say it when things are good to multiply them. Say it when things are shaky to stabilize them. Say it when you feel lost to find direction again. Because your 7-second command doesn't just reverse situations, it rewires you. And that's the real miracle. You begin to realize that the storm was never outside. It was always within. Once you calm the inner waves, the outer world naturally follows. So, as you move through your day, remember this truth. Don't react, command. Don't doubt, declare. Don't chase, align. And above all, never forget that you are a vessel of divine authority. You carry the same creative breath that spoke galaxies into existence. Every word you speak vibrates through eternity. So when fear comes knocking, smile and say, "Peace, be still." When delay tries to frustrate you, say, "Divine order is now established." When confusion tries to cloud your path, say, "Light is upon my way." And then walk as if it's already done, because it is. That's the vibration of true faith. It's not pretending, it's knowing. Florence said, "Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly." So act like it, walk like it, speak like it, and soon, life itself will bow in agreement. Because the universe is not your opponent, it's your echo. It mirrors the rhythm of your words. So speak rhythmically, speak purposefully, and let the world adjust to your vibration. The 7-second command is not just a phrase, it's a practice. Use it every day. Teach it, live it, and watch your life transform from reaction to creation. Because in the end, the most powerful thing you can ever say, the most sacred decree you can ever make, is also the simplest. Peace, be still.